Hey, welcome to the Summit Host Hangout podcast, where you'll learn how to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit. No influencer status necessary. I'm your host, Krista from Summit in a Box, and in the last episode, we talked about the basics of your virtual summit presentation pages, what they are, what should go on them, what the goals of the page are, everything like that. If you have not listened to that yet, pause this one, go on back there, and then come back here. Today, in episode 93, we're taking it one step further and going over the 3 most frequently asked questions I hear about presentation pages. So that's what we're going to cover today. These 3 questions, just to give you a quick overview, include making the presentations available for 24 hours, adding calls to action at the beginning or end of each presentation, and whether or not attendees should have to log in to view these presentations. Like with anything else, planning and hosting a summit is a whole lot more fun when you're surrounded by other people who get it. And when it's something like a presentation page, you have questions like this, it's really nice to have a community of other summit hosts to run those questions by and get all kinds of experiences and opinions on. So for that, join us inside the free Summit Host Hangout Facebook group. You can head over to summithosthangout.com/community. We cannot wait to see you inside. So let's cover this first question, which is, how do I handle making presentations available for 24 hours? How do I handle the publishing and expiring these pages? What does that look like? So yes, generally presentations are going to be available for free for 24 hours and then they expire. And if people want to keep watching, that's when they go and purchase your All Access Pass. You do not want this to be an entirely manual process for you. You have enough to worry about during the summit. You don't need to have 5,000 timers set throughout the week to be like, oh, go publish this page. Oh, go set this page to be expired. You don't want that, okay? So let's talk about how to set them to publish first. The ideal solution, which should work on almost any tech platform, is to schedule the page to publish a couple minutes before it's set to go live. Or you could even do, the exact time it's set to go live. Either way is fine. Sometimes it's nice to just have it go live a minute or 2 early to make people happy who will literally go there the second the clock turns and maybe it's not ready for them yet, and then they send you an email, blah, 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 all that stuff. So up to you if you want to do that. But with that, then don't share the link before it's live, okay? A lot of the website platforms, if someone goes to a page before it's published, it will go to a 404 page, which you want to avoid whenever you can. So just don't share the links before they're live. Publish the page to go live when you want it to. Boom. Nice and easy, okay? One platform I do want to talk about that this does not work on is Kajabi. You can't schedule, at least as of recording this, you can't schedule pages to publish at a certain time in Kajabi, only blog posts. So for this, Kajabi has a cool feature with in the list of modules that you're adding to the page, you can set some to hide and display. So on my presentation page templates, you guys, if you have Summit in a Box, we have this all set up for you, but you can have your presentation pages actually have a couple different sections. One is the live presentation that you want displayed. You'll have that set to hidden right away. And then the next one is you'll have a your early page, and that's what you'll have visible. And then a couple minutes before the presentation should publish, you'll go into that page, hide the your early section, publish or show the presentation section, and you're good to go. Like I said, this is manual. You want to avoid that when you can, but that's an option you can do in Kajabi since you can't actually schedule pages to go live as of right now in there. So hopefully that made sense. If you have something in a box going in there, I have a tutorial for you. As for setting your pages to expire, all you need to do is use a tool to redirect to the page. I use Deadline Funnel and love it very much. And something cool about Deadline Funnel is if you have presentations, if all of your presentations for day 1, for example, are going live at 7 a.m., you can set up one funnel, I don't know what they call them in Deadline Funnel, for each day. And you can add all the pages to the same setup in Deadline Funnel, which is nice. If you're not a Deadline Funnel user, if you're on WordPress, you can use Hurry Timer. There's a free and paid version of that. I just like Deadline Funnel because it's so flexible and reliable. But after a page expires, again, you shouldn't have to do anything. It should automatically redirect people to an expired page that encourages them to grab the All Access Pass. Summit in a Box members, you have my template for this too. But that's how that should work. Use a tool like Deadline Funnel or Hurry Timer to expire and redirect the page somewhere else. So nice and easy, does not require anything on your part. The next question I want to cover related to presentation pages is, should I add a call to action or some kind of promo to the beginning and end of each video? For my first 4 summits, I did absolutely nothing because I don't want to have to go and edit 20 or 30 videos for no real reason. I would have honestly continued that, but my co-host Jen for my most recent summit had a tool she loved using and wanted to add, something fun to the beginning and end of our presentation. So she took care of that. It's totally up to you. I don't really love the idea of doing a promo of you or something like that before or after, maybe after, but before for the videos, I'm just not sold on it because that's taking away attention from the speaker. It's like, hey, you came here to see this person, but I want you to see me first because what I have to say is more important. I'm probably overthinking this, but you guys know I value the heck out of my speakers. I don't want to do anything that's going to make them go, ugh, I don't like that she did that. So that's why I don't put any promos at the beginning or end of my videos, along with the fact that I literally just do not want to edit them. I know I could pay someone to do that. I don't want to do that either. So that's just my call. At the most, I'll just include a short branded bumper. If you guys were at Sell with the Summit Course Creator Edition, you saw that we did that in the beginning of end of each of our videos, literally just a couple seconds long. And like I said, as of right now, I wouldn't include a call to action to get my all access pass or anything like that. You could give your videos a live feel if you're doing pre-recorded presentations by recording your own intro, either with each speaker or for each speaker. You could also like remind them of any live pieces of the summit or important things to know coming up. Honestly, it sounds like a lot of extra work to me when I could just post in the Facebook group instead, but that is your call. Do what you want, but that's my 2 cents. I don't really like the idea of adding things to your summit to-do list just for the sake of doing it. So if you're going to do something like this, I want you to have a solid strategy and reason behind it. That's fair to both you and your speakers. The last question I want to cover related to presentation pages is, should attendees log in to view the presentations? My answer, if they're viewing the all access pass version of the presentation, like the version they have ongoing access to, yes, they should have to log in to see that. It should not just be a link to YouTube or Vimeo or anything like that, linked right to your website. They should have to log in to like a private members area to view those pages. If they're viewing the free access version, the version that's available for like 24 hours, no, they should not have to log in. Okay. So the difference is the all access pass version is that ongoing access in the private members area. The free version is the 24-hour access for everybody signed up, and all access pass people can choose to watch there too if they want to. I don't like the free access version requiring people to log in for a few reasons. First, it's an extra barrier for attendees. Every extra step they have to take is going to make more people just decide not to watch. Like, oh, I don't want to set up an account. Oh, I forgot my password. Whatever, not going to worry about it. I don't want to add an extra barrier for attendees. If you're hosting a summit, I do not care who your audience is. You will wonder like how they work a computer. I mean that in the most loving way. But you will have the people who have like almost never touched a computer, it seems like. So you want to remove that extra barrier for them when you can. Requiring a login also means more tech support and customer service for you. There will be people who can't figure out how to log in, who don't remember their username and password and can't figure out how to reset it, who say they're not getting the password reset emails. You will hear everything in the book. So it's a lot more tech support for you to have to require the login for the free presentation. And then most importantly, it's just honestly an unnecessary complication to the process. Like you do not need people to log in to view the free version of these presentations. So why overcomplicate it? And the reason I hear is, well, then how do you keep people from sharing the link and letting people who aren't signed up for the summit see these? My take on this is like, share away. I don't care if someone who's not signed up comes and sees this awesome presentation and then wants more. They'll see these presentations, be like, oh, this is super cool. That will make them much more likely to grab your all access pass to watch any videos they missed, sign up for the free summit if they didn't already. And if they don't like it and they don't sign up, they want to sign up anyways. So you're not losing anything by simplifying this process, both for yourself and your audience. And then also, like we talked about in the last episode, there should be a call to action for your all access pass right on that page. So if someone comes that's not signed up, you have that there for them. I straight up don't care if someone happens to see a presentation without being signed up. It doesn't happen much. And when it does, they're either going to sign up for more or they weren't going to care in the first place. So that is my take. I hope this is helpful. If you have any more questions about presentation pages, you're always welcome to post in the Summit Host Hangout Facebook group. It's such a great place to be. And again, you can head to summithosthangout.com/group to join us there. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. For show notes and resources mentioned, head to summithosthangout.com/093. In the next episode, we'll be chatting about my top all access pass sales page tips. So be sure to tune in for that. Now go out and take action to plan, strategize, and launch your profitable online summit.